Well, something called David's Law is now in effect. It adds protections relating to cyberbullying and cyber abuse of students.
Yeah, that law was named after a 16-year-old out of San Antonio who was so tortured by online bullies that he killed himself.
David Malsk was a 16-year-old. He was a senior. He was a high school student in San Antonio. Unfortunately, he was bullied. He was cyberbullied immensely, and that led to his death. He did commit suicide. The law is aimed at changing the education code to actually prevent cyberbullying and expanding both civil and criminal liabilities for those who are responsible for cyberbullying.
Bullying has a profound effect on our students. We do see cases where the bullying has been so often or for so long, for sometimes for years, that parents do come torn.
His parents advocated for David's death, and they decided that they wanted this to never happen to another child. They entered into conversations with their legislatures, and now we have David's Law within Texas, which has expanded federally.
With the evolution of technology and how prevalent it is in our schools, I think it was something that wasn't accounted for prior to technology being so available. So now that everyone pretty much has a cell phone, tablets, computers, I think it's really evolved in the last couple of years, and it was something that was necessary to prevent from bullying happening. As you know, technology, most of our students are going to use it on campus, but also off campus. And so this really bridged the gap. And so now it expands the jurisdiction. So now schools can regulate what's on campus, but they can regulate cyberbullying off campus.
I think it is.
I think bullying is a big problem here at the school. It happens daily, everywhere.
I think it's a problem, but I also think that most of the people are cracking down on it to make sure it's well maintained.
Nothing. I know nothing.
I don't really know anything about the David's Law.
I know that David's Law is a law that was made and constructed to prevent cases of cyberbullying and bullying in general in a school environment, and I think it's a good thing because it prevents a lot of harmful action in our academic society.
So David's Law, of course, was enacted by Congress in 2021. David Ray law protects our students, and so it's important at every high school, and most important at America's high school, because it protects our trailblazers across the board.
But any student has the right to anonymously report, and that means if someone feels bullied within this campus, they have the right to actually pursue a report within any person. They can go to a teacher, they can go to administration, they can go to faculty.
If you even look at our own district webpage, there is an anonymous webpage for students and parents to make reports. Once they have this report, once they know, they can communicate not only with the victim, but the alleged offender, and they can also contact law enforcement.
From that point, we will then have the ability to contact parents, contact authorities, in which they could then prosecute the individuals that may or may not be responsible for the cyberbullying.
I just wish kids knew that there is a law that protects them, and that if they do report it, something will get done. And that's what David's Law brought.
So if you are found guilty, you could say, of bullying someone, it will be on your record and it'll follow you throughout your high school career.
So prior to David's Law, any type of harassment would be a Class B misdemeanor. Now, after David's Law, that has expanded to include internet usage, to include social media platforms, and that has now gone up to a Class A misdemeanor.
I think students need to be mindful of that because they're doing something off campus, on their phone, whether it's text messages or they're posting on social media. That all can connect now, and school can look at it. So if you're a victim, I think you should know that you are protected, and so you should make those reports. You should let us know what's going on, even if it's happening off campus, because now we can help you.
But we could just take one day at a time, and don't let the bigger things of the bigger problems overcome or take over the fact that you're being bullied, that you're being harassed, that you're not feeling safe, that you feel scared. It shouldn't.